Vader, I believe. Gonna be our new addition that stays. This is one of the other little strays. We actually call her, geez, the kids named her Ursula. I think they named her Ursula. Going into you. Yeah, I see you up on your hind legs, you goofy girl. Yeah. Good morning. So, we have been starting to do a little bit of our clearing of the land. This land has 7¼ acres. So this is our Danes area, and we're just starting to clear out the trees so we can expand. This is those are just pine shavings from the puppies. It's good compost. We just dig a hole and bury it too, but it's just, we just have to be careful because I guess it is snake season, but these are all pines in here, so my husband started clearing it out, and we want to expand. That was always our goal, and I think we're going to keep some of the pines and just trim them up because it makes great shade. It gets very hot here in the summer. We've experienced some of those warm days already, but it's getting cleared out. So this is, comes Peaches. Hey Peach! So what our goal is to have separate, just exercise pens. There's Abigail. And they have their porta hut, so if it rains they go in it, and she does. But it's a good amount of space in between, so we got the tractor back here, started pushing trees down and moving stuff out. And it's actually easier to clear than I thought, because this is all pine grove that somebody loves pine. I'm not a huge fan of pines. Look at my kitty. Yes, a sweet girl. And Miles always comes around. Maya comes around and keeps an eye on me too. He's a sweet boy. But this is, there's a squirrel back there running. But it is nice. It's very quiet and peaceful. So he's just trying to level it out with the dirt pile and get this opened up. And we've been on Marketplace looking for more of these portable panels to use to extend out, because we're not sure if we want what we want to do. So it's easier to make changes to that kind of fencing than it is permanent fencing. So this week we are getting together our Seresto collars and getting ready to deworm everybody for the season. This is how we start out the spring every year, just doing a precaution and preventative. As I was saying, we got all the collars. I put them on everybody, so they're all set with their collars for the season. These also go for 8 months, and we have some big Danes here. Violet, big. Who else is kind of a heifer? Eva. So these covered them. So I've always had good results with the Seresto collars, and we use them every year. It's the better bang for our buck for the amount of dogs that we have. And the Panicure is expensive, but if I bought individual ones for each dog, it'd be very expensive. But this was $600. So, but it's going to, we're going to be able to treat everybody with it just as a precaution, a preventative, be proactive, you know. So that's what we're going to do. And then this actually covers quite a bit of things. That's why we like it. It, like a lot of the other ones, so a lot of the other ones don't cover as much stuff, but this one actually will, kill coccidia too. So I know some people, when you have puppies, you've got coccidia, it could be dangerous. They can get very sick, but this covers coccidia, all kinds of worms, hookworms. I'm trying to read where everybody will get dewormed, even Miss Mavis. Mavis is too little for the collars. Actually, she's not, because it's under 18 pounds or over 18 pounds, and she's actually over 18 pounds, but I didn't put one on her yet because she's so small. So I use Advantix Trio, I think it is, and that covers for flea, ticks, worms, heartworms, and all that. So we'll use that for her until she gets older, and then she'll have a collar like these guys. But Huh. So we're gonna do that tonight, and we're working on expanding their area so they can go out. Because basically, they all go out in different groups. Like half of them go out together, and then the other half go out together. Yeah, huh. So we've been working on that, and as you know, we've been dealing with Charlie, and Charlie's actually all good to go now. She's back playing with her friends and having a good old time. She was kind of lonely inside, but she did get to see Mavis and hung out with us, but she likes to be with her friends. So look at her. She's such a big girl too, but she looks great. She's doing great. She's all done with her checkups and everything at the vets. So, hi. We still haven't had time to actually come in and do a lot of stuff in here yet either, because we've been really occupied. And but these guys are doing good. Huh. You being a good girl. And that's Ebby. She's got her mess everywhere over there with her dog food. Huh. You're a good girl. Wagging her tail. Yeah. And they all eat individually, so I know if I give Rhea or Grizzly their amount of medication in their food, I know that they're going to get that. Where if you have multiple dogs that eat together, it's kind of hard to do the Panacure, because you want to make sure that each one has their individual serving for their weight. Look at her. She's such a little brat. Yes, she's very spunky. Yes, she's a good girl. She's got her collar on. She doing Grizzy Wall? Yeah. What do you guys want to go out and play? Let's get Ebby in so you can go out and play. Ebby goes out by herself. She's the oldest one in here. She is. These guys play hardcore. That's why we kept her secluded longer. She's already got Rhea all dirty. Don't let her fool you, because Rhea usually gets the better of Charlie. But these are sisters. As you can see, Charlie has a lot of energy. Charlie! I'm just hoping she doesn't pull off their collars. Yeah. As you can see, she's back to her old self. But this would be nice to expand it even further so they can run and play in the woods. They do have a good spot for now. No one has to be on a leash. They can all be freeze jaybirds when they're out here. Hi. What do you smell? All right, girlsies. I'll see you in a little bit. Go enjoy your day. And I always have a cat out here waiting for me. Peaches. She's one of our older kitties too. Not that old, but she's got to be a few years old. 3 or 4 maybe. But they'll continue to play, and they'll get tired, and I'll find them out here taking naps. But they're Rhea's 2 and Charlie's 1, so they're pretty playful. They're just tons and tons of roses, and I didn't know they were here until I saw the pricker bushes, but I wasn't sure. But they're all like these very pale yellow roses. So pretty. And they were here when we got this property. How pretty that is. What's funny is I actually planted a yellow rose bush, and it looks like it's getting ready to bloom rather. I didn't realize I had a whole hillside of yellow roses here. I too. So this is Rhea. She'll be 2 in July. She is Francesca's daughter and a Griswold's. She's just out here bebopping. She just went for a road trip with Dad to go get something from Marketplace that I wanted. So he took her on a little road trip so she could spend one-on-one time. She's just sniffing out stuff. She plays with Charlie. Her little ears are all dirty because she was out playing with Charlie. But I did notice that she has a little tiny what looks like to be the beginning of a little tiny fatty mass. Sometimes Danes get those. Ellie had a bunch of them throughout her life, and I just had it monitored with the vet, and we never did anything because Ellie was almost 10. But she has a little tiny one. I'm trying to see if I can see it without her being conspicuous about it. You can see that little tiny bump right there. So she has one. So I have been contacted through a company that wants us to try out their product. It is called Bodyguard. You can look them up. They have a website. I did a lot of kind of research before I decided I was going to try it out. They sent me this sample to try out to see if I like it. And obviously, if I do, I would obviously share it with the viewers that we have that have Great Danes too, because anybody can benefit from it. But I heard, the research that I've done, that I heard that it helps with those little fatty tissues. So I'm going to try it on Rhea. And this is just a powder, but it does a lot of other things. It has like joint, brain, immune, gut support. Joints and gut support is always like critical too with Great Danes. Some Great Danes are really sensitive bellies, and others are fine, but you figure joints alone, even though Rhea is on, I'd say, the slim lean side for Great Danes, it would help her joints. And I can just show you what it looks like, because I did open it to just look at it. Maybe I can set it up here. And I'm gonna start the trial with Rhea, because I feel like she just got scared. They give you this little tiny spoon. Now the thing is, we have Great Danes, and look how tiny this spoon is. It's like a little hand carved wooden spoon. It's cute. But and then it almost reminds me of, excuse me, almost reminds me of the hot cocoa containers when you were kids. But it's just this powder, mushroom powder for immune support. So I'm going to try that out on Rhea. It doesn't smell bad, actually. So I'm just going to go by what they said for on her weight, because it's based on the weight. So it says basically a quarter teaspoon. Oh, active ingredients. Where is it? Here's the measuring. So it's a quarter teaspoon per 25 pounds. So Rhea is roughly 125 pounds. So she would get, about a spoon and a half. So this would be fine to just test it out on her. Obviously, it's not enough to do more than one Great Dane for any period of time. But I'm going to reach back in about, when this is over, and give you guys a really good thing. And if it's something that I think is great, maybe I can get a coupon code for you guys if you wanted to try it out yourselves. But just sharing some stuff, and maybe can help somebody else. She's under the tree, so it's a kind of an overcast day, which is fine. And I did mowing earlier. Oh, somebody already poopied out here. I think she did. What are you doing, pretty girl? It's just an overcast day, but it's in the 60s, high 60s. It's still warm enough to be out and enjoying yourself. I didn't have the heart to cut all these little dandelion flowers. Did you enjoy your trip? Huh? Yeah, I guess so, huh? But Rhea will be 2 in July. We do plan on breeding her. She's in good health. So I will be doing an outside stud for her. I think we have some that we're already kind of in contact with that we might use. There's actually even one in North Carolina that I got in contact with that I kind of loved the colors, and so she will be bred probably her next heat, but after she hits 2. So, and she just came out of heat, so it's probably about another 6 months. So she'll be look at her sniffing around. And usually the puppies love to come out and grab these sticks off the tree, and that's why we did the fence down here, so they could enjoy like the shade of this huge tree. And we actually found some really pretty trees on our property. There's one, I thought it was like a maple tree because of the shape of the leaf, but it ended up being a tulip tree, and they're in this area, indigenous to this area. So maybe I'll put a picture, but I'm seeing a bunch of new cool trees that are blossoming and on our property. Pears, we have a ton of pear trees. If I only liked pears. What are you doing, silly? He's measing on around. So that's what I'm gonna try this out on her and see how she likes it. See if it helps. That little spot off, that would be good. Because she's young, but Danes do get those from time to time. Just depends, like, Ellie had like I said, Ellie had a bunch of them. But I checked that one out. It's not a scab or anything. It's kind of just a fatty lump underneath her underneath her skin, so nothing to worry about. Should I put Charlie out here so you guys can have fun?